Okay, so that is the function of transformer core that provide the path for the mutual flux. So that is depend and that is the in the secondary winding. It depends on the induced EMF in the secondary winding depends on the number of that means the number of turns and the mutual flux. Okay, so suppose we have one transformer core. Okay, and we have primary winding and secondary winding is divided into two parts with equal number of turns. Okay, so now we have applied EMF, that means voltage across primary winding. Okay, suppose we have N2 equal number of turns in the secondary winding, then its induced voltage depends on the number of turns. Now suppose transformer core is moved to the upward. Okay, move to the upward. Okay, that means only one winding or partial, that is number of turns is linked with the secondary winding. What happened? What happened? That is in this part, in this part, in this number of turns, there is no induced EMF. That is, flux is not linked with this part of turns. So induced EMF in the secondary winding reduces due to the transformer core move upward. Okay, so the voltage of that is the induced voltage of secondary winding is reduced due to this part is not linked with the transformer core. So this theory is used for use in a LVDT. So we have a primary winding and we have divided the secondary winding into equal number of turns, and in this LVDT transformer core is movable and the movement of core is measured as a displacement of the core, and that affect the secondary winding voltage. That is the LVDT used for measurement of linear motion, and the linear motion is converted into electrical voltage that that analogous with the it is linearly dependent on the linear motion of the core. Okay, so if the core move from left to right or right to left, so number of turns in the secondary winding is flux cut by the secondary winding is changes, and due to change in the flux cut by the secondary winding, so there is a change in the voltage, and that change in the voltage observed as a change in the linear motion of the iron core. Okay, so in LVDT we have a fixed primary winding, and secondary winding we have fixed secondary winding, but secondary winding is divided into two parts, and we have a movable iron core. Okay, so transformer consists of single primary winding with two secondary windings. Suppose secondary winding number of turns S1 and S2 wound on a cylindrical former. Okay, primary winding is connected to the source and the soft movable iron core is placed inside the former. Okay, so displacement is measured is applied to the arms attached to the soft iron core. So suppose the output voltage of secondary winding S1 suppose is equal to ES1, and the secondary winding ES2, that is S1 and S2 connected in series opposition. So suppose we have primary winding, we have applied voltage source, and there is one movable iron core, and we have two secondary winding. So EMF induced in the first secondary winding is equal to ES1, and EMF induced in the secondary winding is equal to ES2. So we have connected those winding in such that their voltage is opposed to each other. That is that they are connected in the series opposition, and the output voltage of the LVDT is equal to ES1 minus ES2. Okay. So what is the output voltage of the LVDT is equal to ES1 minus ES2. What is ES1? Voltage across first secondary winding, and ES2 is a voltage across secondary winding. Okay. When the core is at the normal or null position, suppose if the core in the null position, then the flux linkage S1 to the both the secondary winding is equal. Hence ES1 is equal to ES2, and the output voltage of the transducer at null position is equal to 0. Okay. But if the core is moved to the left, suppose core is moved to the left, what happened if the core is moved to the left? At a null position, that means in the middle of the core, flux linkage to both binding ES1 and ES2 are same, and that condition output voltage, because the output voltage is equal to ES1 minus ES2, so ES1 minus ES2 is equal to 0, that is output voltage is 0. But suppose transformer core is moved to the left from the null position. So what happened? More flux linked in the first winding, that is in the S1, and less flux linkage to the ES2, that means second winding ES2. In this case, ES1 is greater than ES2, and there is a voltage, output voltage is equal to ES1 minus ES2, that is positive. Any doubt? Why there is a positive output voltage?
ES1 greater than ES2, sir.
Why ES1 is greater than ES2?
Because sir, core is left, ES is greater. Sir, flux induced in ES1 is more than sir ES2.
Yes, why it happened? Because the transformer core is moved from null point to left point. Due to this reason, the partial part of secondary winding, that is S2, is not linked with the transformer core. That's why the flux linkage in the first primary winding, that is ES1, is more as compared with the ES2, and that's why there is an output across the LVDT. So why it happened? Why there is a voltage across the secondary winding, that is why E0 is greater than 0, because transformer is moved from null point to left. Okay, so that is movement of transformer core. Okay, so suppose transformer core is moved extremely left. So what happened? Suppose it's not linked with the second S2 winding. What happens? Suppose, just wait. Suppose now the position of transformer core in this position. What happened? What is the voltage across ES2?
0.
0, because ES2 is not linked with the that is transformer core only between the primary winding and S1. That means the movement of transformer core, that is movement of transformer core, decide the output voltage of LVDT. So if the core is moved from null point to left, so there is a positive voltage and E0 in phase with the primary winding. Okay. So if you measure the voltage across secondary winding, so through voltmeter, so change in the voltage is directly proportional to movement of the transformer core. And transformer core, that is called displacement of the core. So in this way, LVDT can convert displacement into equivalent electrical voltage. Okay, any doubt? So now if the core is moved from null point to right, suppose core is moved from null point to right. So what happened? So voltage across secondary winding is more than voltage across primary winding. So output voltage is equal to ES1 minus ES2 is less than 0. But if uh, but if you measure the voltage, suppose a transformer core move from 0 to 0 to that means from null point to right. Okay, so what happened? ES1 is greater than ES2, so output voltage is negative. Okay, so in this case, if the transformer core move from null point to right continuously, so the output voltage is increased due to the net. What is the net voltage? What is the net voltage, output voltage? So if you apply, if you measure the if you apply one voltmeter, so what happened in this case? Suppose there is at null portion there is a 0 voltage. Can you measure negative voltage, negative AC voltage? नेगेटिव एसी वोल्टेज होता है क्या? No, no. So what happened? If the core moved from null point to left, so output voltage is increases because ES1 is greater than ES2. Again, if the core is moved from null point to right, so ES2 is greater than ES1. So net voltage again, if the transformer core so net voltage again increasing. But if the core move from null point to left, output voltage in phase with the primary voltage. And if the core is moved from null point to right, output voltage 180 degree out of phase with the primary voltage. In both the cases, net output is increasing because there is a negative. If you measure the voltage across the LVDT, so the net voltage, that is ES1 minus ES2, is increasing because in first case, if the core move from a null point to left, ES1 is greater than ES2, so net voltage is increasing. Again, if the core is moved from left to right, from null point to right, then ES2 is greater than ES1. So again, voltage is increasing gradually, but when the core move from null point to left, then E0, that is output voltage, is in phase with the primary voltage. And if the core move from null point to right, then output voltage is 180 degree out of phase with the primary voltage. So using LVDT, you can measure the displacement as well as the direction of core movement. Yes or no? Yes or no? How can you decide whether it is a left movement or right movement? How can you decide whether the core is a core movement from a null point to left or null point to right? Because in both the cases, net output voltage is increasing. So it decided by the whether is output voltage is in phase with the primary voltage or output voltage is out of 180-degree phase with the primary voltage. So amount of voltage change in the either secondary winding is proportional to amount of movement of the core, hence indication of the amount of linear motion. Any doubt? The amount of voltage change in the either direction of the secondary winding is proportional to amount of the movement of the core, hence indication of the amount of linear motion. Okay, as the core is moved from one direction from the null point, differential voltage of two secondary winding will increase while maintaining in phase relationship with the input source. In the other direction, null point in the other direction from the null point, differential voltage will also increase but will be 180-degree out of phase with the voltage from the source. So by comparing the magnitude and phase of the output voltage and the source, the amount and direction of the movement of core, hence displacement can be measured. Okay. So what is the use of LVDT? What is the use of LVDT? LVDT used for measurement of linear motion in terms of output voltage. Okay. Any doubt? The use of LVDT are numerous. First, LVDT can be used in all applications where displacement recognition fraction in the millimeter of to the few centimeter have to be measured. The LVDT act as a primary transducer that convert displacement directly into the electrical output proportional to the displacement. This is the functional conversion of mechanical variable, that is displacement, directly into the analog signal in one stage only. Okay. Acting as a secondary transducer, it can act also be used as a used for the measurement of force, weight, pressure. Okay. So what is the LVDT? LVDT is one type of transducer that convert linear motion to electrical signal. Okay. Any doubt? Is one type. What is a primary? Why is called primary transducer? Because it directly convert linear motion into electrical voltage, and it works on the principle of transformer. So how it works? It has two winding, primary winding and secondary winding, and the movement of core is directly proportional to output voltage. Why is called differential transformer? Why is called differential transformer? Because the output voltage is the difference of the two secondary winding. It is output voltage E naught is equal to ES1 minus ES2. So using LVDT, you can convert linear motion to electrical signal. So using LVDT, you can measure displacement as well as the direction of the motion, whether it is left to the left of the null point or right of the null point. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So what is the demerit of the LVDT? Because the core transformer core, that is not used for the 1 meter displacement or 1 kilometer displacement. Is used for a fractional change in the displacement in range of millimeter to few centimeter. Okay, because transformer code. There is a fractional change in the transformer code. You cannot move transformer from 0.1 meter or 0.1 kilometer. So LVDT used for a fractional change, a fractional displacement of a core, not for the very, its range is not so much high. So now I have to show a practical type of LVDT. So LVDT, just wait. So you can observe this is the construction diagram of LVDT, a primary winding, and we have two secondary winding, S1 and S2, and there is a movable core. So this movable core is used for the measurement of linear motion. Okay. So again we have secondary winding, a primary winding, and there is a ferromagnetic core. So movement of core is depends on the output voltage, that is output voltage of the secondary winding depends on the movement of core. Okay, so the one type of LVDT, so it is used in the LVDT. Okay, use this type of LVDT used for linear motion, that is even in the robotics, LVDT used for the measurement of linear motion. So any doubt in the LVDT? Any doubt?